pray that everyone has had an amazing week thus far. It's been very crazy in the aviation field. Very much crazy. However, let's hop into this assignment. Think on the importance of wisdom in the Christian life. Select a verse or two from Proverbs and record a 3-minute video / lecture or sermon on how wisdom helps us hear God's voice today. Well, I chose two scriptures, Proverbs 2 and 6, which states, "For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding." That's the ESV version. And also Proverbs 3 through 5 through 6. ESV version states, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." In today's world, the noisy world, hearing God's voice can feel very difficult. But Proverbs reminds us that God does speak and that wisdom is one of the ways he leads us and guides us on our path. Proverbs 2 and 6 again states, "For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding." This shows us that wisdom isn't just good advice, it's a gift from God and something that's breathed out of him. And in Proverbs 3, 5 through 6, we're told to trust in the Lord with all your heart and not lean on your own understanding. That's hard. We must admit that sometimes it is hard for us to do that. But as we walk in God's wisdom, he promises to make our paths straight and to guide us clearly, right? So wisdom tunes our hearts to God's voice. And it helps us recognize what aligns with his character. Things like compassion, integrity, humility, and justice. When we study wisdom literature, we learn how to truly discern between the noise and the truth. Wisdom gives us clarity in the decisions that we make and peace in the midst of confusion and courage when we're unsure. Think about it. When we choose patience over impulse, integrity over convenience, we're choosing to truly listen to God's voice. His wisdom becomes the compass of our lives. As Bartholomew and O'Dowd point out, Proverbs presents wisdom not just as knowledge, but as a covenant relationship. A way of walking with God daily, which we find in the version 2 in 2014 and 245. That's how we hear him, not always through loud signs, but through steady alignment with his word. Because God doesn't always have to be loud to get his point across. So today, I encourage you to ask God for wisdom. Proverbs reminds us that he gives it freely. Free. That's a blessing. And when we walk in it, we begin to hear his voice, the real voice, and not just occasionally, but in an everyday time. I appreciate you listening, but you can also, like I said, I chose Proverbs 2 and 6, Proverbs 3, 5 through 6, Bartholomew in the Old Testament wisdom literature. And I hope this blesses you. I hope that you understand. You can take it as a nugget of wisdom and it helps you grow. Have an amazing night.